pros.
Who? Reg?
I got to work. I'm here with the coach.
All right.
Yeah,
What do we got?
Yeah, Coach, could you talk about a guy like Ray Edwards who, Rose was decreased, I guess, just here out of the gate, but I guess you still need him at some,
Well, I don't think Ray's role has been decreased at all in terms of the substitution patterns that we had in the game last week. We weren't able to make changes during our drives when they're in no huddle, because if you do that, then you're going to get Peyton up at the line of scrimmage. So you'll see a different substitution pattern this week.
Since we were talking last week, let me ask one more on last week. The Gruden had no idea what to call that defense. Was this borrowing from some of your schemes against Peyton with Jacksonville? Or?
Well, it's the 2013 Atlanta Falcons defense. So that's what it is. It's been a collaborative effort by a bunch of guys and players, but it's our 2013 defense, and we've made a lot of mistakes in those first two games, and we got a lot of things that we got to get fixed before we go out to San Diego.
Any nicknames or
2013 Atlanta Falcons defense.
Not like the Freaky Deaky or the
Or they call it Amoeba.
Amoeba or.
I think we've made that debate to what it is.
You pleased with the mental work of the guys on the short week to rest?
Thus far, very much so. It's a challenge. Monday night, there's a lot of emotions on a Monday night game, and then have to turn around and come back less than 48 hours and have to practice. They've done a nice job. We've reduced our volume in terms of the number of snaps that we're going to work this week, and I think the guys have handled it well. And now the next step is tomorrow we get on the plane tomorrow afternoon and have, instead of a one-day business trip, it's a two-day business trip. We've got to go out there and prepare ourselves. We've got some work to do, and we'll end up doing it out there. We'll actually practice out in San Diego on Saturday.
Challenge the offensive line in the offseason, saying you're opening up for competition. Through two games, 2 sacks allowed, you've got to be happy with the way this unit has started off.
Through the first two games, they've done a very nice job protecting the quarterback. We've done some nice things in terms of the scheme, but we've also done some improvement in terms of our one-on-one. Both of our tackles last week had tough draws on both sides of the rush, and I thought they did a nice job.
Injury report, Coach?
Injury report is the same as yesterday. There will be no changes. We have the two guys that were out, Antone Smith and Chris Owens. Chris Owens and Antone did not participate, and then we had the limited guys, John Abraham, Tyson Claybo, Julio Jones, Sean Weatherspoon, Stephen Nicholas, and Roddy White. So those guys were limited in their numbers of snaps.
Coach, with the injuries in the secondary, there's going to be more play for McClain. What can you say about his performance on Monday and what you're expecting from him in the future?
He's a guy that's taking advantage of his opportunities. Second play in there, gets the interception. And he has proven through the preseason, when he's had an opportunity to play, he goes out and competes and does what we have asked him to do. And, his role definitely has changed since the start of the season.
Coach, their report came through late yesterday, but looks like Gates is starting to come back. He was limited yesterday for, I think, the first time this season. Are y'all anticipating you'll see Antonio Gates on Sunday?
We're anticipating that we'll see Antonio Gates on Sunday. We're anticipating that we'll see Ryan Matthews. I think the tackle and the corner are two guys that we probably won't see. Looking at their injury report, but we anticipate Antonio Gates will play, and it'll be a big challenge. Rosario did a great job when he was in there last week to have 3 touchdown games. So that tight end position is a critical part. Not just Antonio, but the other guys have done a nice job in his absence.
I agree.
He's carrying 4 tight ends. A lot of people don't carry 4.
Yeah, he does, and it's for both the run and the pass game. They've got some guys that can catch, and they've got some guys that that can do a nice job blocking. And I think the Chargers and Coach Turner, they want to run the ball, and they've got their number one back this week, Ryan Matthews. It'll be the first time that he's played this season. He had the shoulder issue, collarbone issue first week of the preseason, so he practiced last week, and we're anticipating he's going to play because he practiced yesterday.
All right, boys and